हेलो स्टूडेंट, आज हम रिसर्च मैथोलॉजी में यूनिट नंबर 5 के अंदर ले रहे हैं मान लेक्चर नंबर 11। इसे मान व्हाइटने यू टेस्ट कहते हैं। तो व्हाट इज अ मान व्हाइटने यू टेस्ट? द मॉड्यूलस ऑन हाइपोथेसिस टेस्टिंग presented technique for testing the equality of means in two independent samples. An underlying assumption for appropriate use of test described was that the continuous outcome was approximately normally distributed, or that the samples were sufficiently large, usually n1 greater than equals to 30 or n2 greater than equals to 30, to justify their use based on the center limit theorem. When comparing two independent samples, when the outcome is not normally distributed and the sample are small, a non-parametric test is appropriate. A popular non-parametric test to compare outcomes between two independent groups is the Mann-Whitney-U test. The Mann-Whitney-U test, sometimes called the Mann-Whitney-Wilcoxon test or the Wilcoxon rank sum test, is used to test whether two samples are likely to derive from the same population, that the two populations have the same shape. Some investigators interpret this test as comparing the medians between the two populations. Recall that the parametric test compared the means H0 mu1 equals to mu2 between independent groups. In contrast, the null and two-sided research hypotheses for the non-parametric test are stated as follows. H0, the two populations are equal, versus H1, the two populations are not equal. This test is often performed as a two-sided test, and thus the research hypothesis is indicated that the populations are not equal, as opposed to specifying directionally. A one-sided research hypothesis is used if interest lies in detecting a positive or negative shift in one population as compared to the other. The procedure for the test involves pooling the observation from the two samples into one combined samples, keeping track of which sample each observation comes from, and then ranking lowest to highest from 1 to n1 plus n2 respectively. इस तरह से इसमें टू सैम्पल टेस्ट के लिए भी यूज़ किया जाए तो H0 होता है कि दोनों पॉपुलेशन इक्वल वर्सेस हैं, H1 में दोनों इक्वल नहीं। ये H0 H1 दो हाइपोथेसिस होती हैं, जिसे H0 को नल हाइपोथेसिस, H1 को अल्टरनेटिव हाइपोथेसिस कहते हैं। नाउ वी टेक एग्जांपल टू क्लैरिफाई दिस। Consider a phase second clinical trial designed to investigate the effectiveness of a new drug to reduce symptoms of asthma in children. A total of n equals to 10 participants are randomized to receive either the new drug or a placebo. Participants are asked to record the number of episodes of shortness of breath over a 1 week period following receipt of assigned treatment. The data are shown below. Placebo and new drug. Placebos are observations are 7, 5, 6, 4 and 12, and new drug observations are 3, 6, 4, 2 and 1. If there is a difference in the number of episodes of shortness of breath over a 1 week period in participants receiving the new drug as compared to those receiving the placebo, by inspection it appears that participants receiving the placebo have more episodes of shortness of breath. But is this statistically significant? In this example, the outcome is count, and this sample the data do not follow a normal distribution. frequency histogram of number of episodes of shortness of breath. There are the number of episode 1, 2, 3 up to 12. Then frequency also given 0, 1 and 2 of these. In addition, the sample size is small, n1 equals to n2 equals to 5. So a non-parametric test is appropriate. The hypothesis is given below and we run the test at 5% level of significance, alpha equals to 0.05. As noticed, the two populations are equal versus H1, the two populations are not equal. Note that if the null hypothesis is true, the two populations are equal, we expect to see similar number of episodes of shortness of breath in each of the two treatment groups, and we would expect to see some participant reporting few episodes and some reporting more episodes in each group. This does not appear to be the case with the observed data. A test of hypothesis is needed to determine whether the observed data is evidence of statistically significant difference in population. The first step to assign rank and do show we order the data from smallest to largest. This is done on the combined or total sample. Pooling the data from the two treatment groups n equals to 10 and assigning rank from 1 to 10 as follows. We also need to keep track of the group assignment in total samples. Here the given placebo and new drugs. The 7 is given, then in new drug 1 rank is given and 3 placebo, 7 given placebo and 3 and given total samples, order sample to order smallest to largest, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then placebo the total is 12 and new drugs and placebo total also is total is 10. Note that the lower rank example 1, 2, 3 are assigned to responses in the new drug group, while the higher rank 9, 10 are assigned to responses in the placebo group. Again, the goal of the test is to determine whether the observed data support a difference in the population of responses. Recall that in the parametric test, when comparing means between two groups, we analyze the difference in the sample mean relative to their variability and summarize the sample information in a test statistic. A similar approach is employed here. Specifically, we produced a test statistic based on the rank. First, we sum the ranks in each group. In the placebo group, the sum of the rank is 37. In the new drug group, the sum of the ranks is 18. Recall that the sum of the rank will always equal n into n plus 1 by 2. As a check on our assignment of rank, we have n into n plus 1 by 2 equals to 10 into 11 upon 255, which is equals to 37 plus 18 equals to 55. For the test, we call the placebo group 1 and new drug group 2. Assignment of group 1 and 2 is arbitrary. We let R1 denote the sum of the rank in group 1, R1 equals to 37, and R2 denote the sum of the rank in group 2, R2 equals to 18. If the null hypothesis is true, if the two populations are equal, we expect R1 and R2 to be similar. In this example, the lower values, lower rank are clustered in the new drug group, group 2, while the higher value, higher rank are clustered in the placebo group, group 1. This is suggestive. What is the observed difference in the sum of ranks simply due to chance? To answer this, we will compute a test statistics to summarize the sample information and look up the corresponding value in a probability distribution. Test statistic for the Mann-Whitney U test. The test statistic for the Mann-Whitney U test is not U and is the smaller of U1 and U2 defined below. U1 equals to N1 plus N2 plus N1 into N1 plus 1 upon 2 minus R1. N2 equals to N1 N2 plus N2 into N2 plus 1 upon 2 minus R2, where R1 equals to sum of the ranks of group 1 and R2 is the sum of the rank for group 2. For this example, U1 equals to 5 into 5 plus 5 into 6 upon 2 minus 37 equals to 3, and U2 equals to 5 into 5 plus 5 into 6 upon 2 minus 18 equals to 22. In our example, U equals to 3. Is this evidence the support of the null or research hypothesis? Before we address this question, we consider range of the test statistic U in also two different situations. Consider the first situation. Consider the situation where there is a complete separation of the group supporting the research hypothesis, that is, the two populations are not equal. If all the higher numbers of episode of shortness of breath and thus all the higher rank are in the placebo group and all the lower group of episode and ranks are in the new drug group, and that there are no ties, then R1 equals to 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 equals to 40, and R2 equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 equals to 50. So U1 equals to 5 into 5 plus 5 into 6 upon 2 minus 40 equals to 0, or U2 equals to 5 into 5 plus 5 into 6 upon 2 minus 15 equals to 25. Therefore, when there is a clearly difference in the population, U equals to 0. Situation second. Consider a second situation where low and high scores are approximately evenly distributed in the two groups, supporting the null hypothesis that the group are equal if rank of 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10 are assigned to the number of episode of shortness of breath reported in the placebo group, and the rank of 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9 are assigned to the numbers of episode of shortness of breath reported in the new drug group, then R1 equals to 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 equals to 30, and R2 equals to 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 equals to 25, and U1 equals to 5 into 5 plus 5 into 6 upon 2 minus 30 equals to 10, or U2 equals to 5 into 5 plus 5 into 6 upon 2 minus 25 equals to 50. When there is a clearly no difference between population, then U equals to 10. The smaller values of U support the research hypothesis, then larger values of U support the null hypothesis. This way this lecture is completed. Thank you all of you.